Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to some more Pro Gamer Manager. Alright, so I skip towards when we start the Esports League 5. Meaty Killers decided to part ways with their team captain, Cecilia. Apparently, they wanted to try a new player on his spot. He'll now be available on the free agents list. I don't really think I care too much about that, but let's just check it out. Says Nui. Yeah, I don't really care too much, but there are some interesting players here and there. So yeah, we are in Esports League 3. I'm going to go pretty fast through it as last time. We already know what the basic things there are. The teams are getting like stronger and stronger, so I know we might not win every single matchup this time, but maybe not. Strong domination, very original team names. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, financially I think we're doing pretty okay. It's over here the cost and income. We still have a little bit more cost than income, but that's because I hired a freaking sponsorship manager and whatnot. So yeah, but hopefully this will bring us even more fans, and we'll cover them at some point. Our team is doing fine. The practice session schedule is okay. Should we change our tactics? I really don't know. Apparently I cannot really change that just yet. Oh, I can change, not right now, but we will be able to change like the individual setups. That's something interesting. And yeah, I am familiar that the new update has been released, although fortunately I'm like slightly concerned from like taking it right away. Actually, United was from the previous leagues. They qualified with us, so should be able to win them and beat them once again. So yeah, a new update has just recently came out, and I have downloaded it, but I haven't installed it yet because, last time I installed a new update over it, it completely, butchered up the save file and I had to start over. So, yeah, I'll probably do it, but, I decided to, like, keep on playing on this one, see if there's anything new, and, also check out with your opinion if you want to see, something new. The new update, from what I've read, doesn't contain too many new things apart from bug fixes. What I've seen is that you can now actually start a gamer career on an FPS team. So just like you have the FPS team and FOBA team on manager mode, now you have the same thing for your like individual gamer. So it'll be interesting to try out, definitely. But I'm not really interested into doing that right now. Basically, it's all that I'm saying. So maybe after like a really long while, after like I completely finish the manager mode, I'm going to get that update at some point. Wow, we are keep losing rounds over and over here. Jesus, first matchup and it's pretty intense. Holy shit, actually United. Jesus, the guys, I know it's been a small vacation, a few days, and the league has been over, but I think, with the boot camp and whatnot, you should be in a pretty good condition. There you go, we also managed to level up. I have maximum team morale and synergy, so there shouldn't really be any problem whatsoever on doing stuff over here. Let's increase this guy's utility, I think. This guy's communication, maybe. And this guy is AVP. Yeah, we are getting like very close to, except for a relic, which will have a little bit of a harder time. Our team is getting close to be like a 99 overall average team, basically on all categories. They are gonna keep on going over here, keep on winning matches, gaining fans. We're playing really well in this year's one-on-one cup. Interesting, so there are one-on-one cups. But we are apparently superpower. Apparently do not have any way to interact with that. It'll be interesting to see. So yeah, maybe after I'll put some upgrades, and maybe after I finish the manager mode on this one, I'll maybe start another like solo playthrough, and in that one I'll go with the FPS team. But it's like there are like two different game modes, and you cannot really like uh play like sort of in between them. Like once you get up into you can do solo mode for as much as you want, but then once you get to a certain point, you will want to move to a manager mode. Basically, that's the future, and then you lose the solo aspect of the game. You can in this manager mode, you can no longer your skill as a player no longer matters. It's not it's It would be really interesting if you could do like a self-sponsored team, you know. That's what I'm trying to like put out over here, like how it was in the first few iteration of this game, you know. Once you like moved out into a gaming house, you could make like your very own team, that is. I didn't like check how many fans and experience you're gaining. I hopefully it's good enough. Okay, you can get even more utility. A relic, you can get a little bit more aim. You can get more utility, and you can get more AVP. And Seika unfortunately has 4 points, but you cannot. I can simply not spend it on her, you know. This is also a thing that the game developers will have to think about, and that is what you do with like the extra excess points that come out. They'll have to, okay, we already know that. They'll have to either reduce the amount of points that we are gaining, Keen Falcons, that you're gaining, you know, as experience, and therefore make it that you only get like maximum experience after like the entire leagues or something like that. Or they'll have to make something to be done with like the points. Make like, you know, individual one-on-one cups. You can send her on like a one-on-one cup and win money over there, and you know, share it with the team. Or, you know, you can make her teach the other players what to do, or you can make her have special decisions in game, like at certain moments as a captain or something. I don't know, just putting some random ideas out there. Nevertheless, it's a pretty cool game. I said that before, and I still enjoy playing it, and I still enjoy this mode quite as well. I'm just like, you know, it doesn't seem to be too much, but obviously I haven't seen everything yet. I haven't got to the League 1 yet, and I haven't like unlocked all the guys. Like I still have to get sponsorship manager, and I think one more thing. I think it's a TV something. I cannot remember. I'll check it out. So we win like 100 something fans and 15 experience. That is okay. Let me see. It's a FOBA TV staff. Yeah, okay. FOBA. We are not playing. We haven't played FOBA in like, you know, 3 weeks. We have advanced 2 leagues in the FPS games, but you know, we still need a FOBA TV staff apparently. And there's also the thing about the secondary team that we don't know what's that up all about. You know, can you have like completely different team? Does it like win matches and money separately? Can you have reserves for your main team and swap them out at critical moments? Apparently, like at this point, none of your players have any problems with like rage or fatigue, you know. Those are really big issues that you have to take into account, like playing every single day in a league does burn you off quite good, you know, if you consider practice and all. After a week of doing like this, you're going to be completely like burned off, and the vacations aren't really that great either. I mean, it's true, it's a luxury boot camp, but even there you still train, you know, so you will have to consider like swapping out players, or, you know, changing their position to something that requires maybe less effort, or, you know, even giving them vacation for a week, you know, paid vacation. That's something that is totally reasonable and doable. You cannot like use them for a week, and you still have to pay their salary, but once they come back they'll be fresh and active. And obviously the rage meter that is on solo mode can also be introduced over here, and so on. I seem to be doing pretty well right about now. So I think this is going to be just another like completely successful league, but we are seeing that we are slowly facing more and more opposition. New fans are showing up only to watch Seika play his creative style. Ah, it's so cute. Yeah, because she is indeed a top player over here. I'm not really sure. Did it say over here? Only watch and his creative style. Apparently it's a he, you know. Not going to judge. But yeah. Let's go on to the next part. And yeah, I think what they've also added in the new update, apart from the FPS solo career, I think they have also added the banning phase into the FOBA matches. You can actually choose what champions to ban and what champions to keep. And apart from that, and a few like bug fixes and slight improvements. So yeah, they have added the second house that you can move into while doing the solo career. You can now actually move out from your parents' basement once you get enough money and move into a proper like house while doing your gaming career. So it's gonna be interesting. I will probably replay the solo stuff, but not right now. As I said, I want to see what this manager mode holds, what's going on, everything and all that, and yeah. Let's hope I don't lose this matchup. Man, that was a pretty long break over there at halftime. Here's other things that could be interesting, like you can do like during the matches of Counter-Strike, I know that you can do timeouts, 19 seconds timeouts or something like that, and talk with the team. It'd be interesting to like, because this like change tactic, this is like way too basic, way too simple. It will be interesting to have like a proper timeout in which you can like do like complete changes over here into the tactics. You can like maybe motivate your team somehow. Not sure how exactly, but there are like things that can work. Okay, over here like this, over here like this, and over here like this. Wow, our team is like absolutely to the limit. And we have enough points to do the analytics, finally. It's been a long while, and this will help us gain even more experience and stuff, I think. Hyper improvements, advanced learning curve, double attributes gain. Okay, what else do you have now? Ah, it's fully upgraded. Okay, so you can no longer get anything there. Anything over here? Recent games, a relite. So I think they are going to get 2 points from now on, but yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Practice, nothing new over here. The guys, can I like... I know there's like tactics and yeah, the individual setup or whatever. But it's still not available yet, so yeah. We shall see. We could also change the team captain. We have kept the same guy for too long. It depends. Unfortunately, I don't see any news on some created by one of our key players. Check your manager desk regarding this matter. Oh, I'm not selling Seika. You can bet your ass that I'm not selling Seika no matter what. Okay, so nothing here yet. Probably there will be later. Meaty killers. These guys have the most hilarious names, I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's keep on moving over here. So yeah, if you could get like some intel on players' personality and who they prefer as team manager or how well they interact, those are there are just like so many things that basically could be introduced in this game, and the updates are coming, not going to lie, but it does feel that they are coming pretty slow. Like, this game has been out for what, like, I don't think an year, but like more than half a year, maybe, or like somewhere around half a year. And I don't know, they have added like what, the manager mode, they have made it differently, they have added FPS team for manager mode. And like, the ability to watch FOBA, I guess, and a little bit more details on the winning screen, and like they've added a few things here and there, and the ability to stream and whatnot, but haven't added enough to like actually feel like you have control over the game, Like, I'm certain that someone who's like completely on his first time, as long as he doesn't spend too much money on as I did the first time when I played, I'm certain that he can like completely do everything just fine. So yeah, as I said, as we keep winning more and more fans, our income will go over our costs. So now we are on the positives. Oops, I clicked next day without playing the match. Never done that. Does something happen? There are things you can improve by learning from Seika. You can totally do that if you want to. I hope that doesn't count as a defeat. It doesn't seem to. So it's simply like what? Did we simply like skip the day and said like, nah dog, we're not going to play today? So this is weird as well. I'm not exactly sure how it works. But I'm not going to complain too much. Let's just keep on playing, finish this league as well. Win the money that we have to win, hire, like, I don't know, the sponsorship manager, and go on to League 2. And after League 2, we'll be able to hire the FOBA TV team or whatever. And yeah, Yes, that'll be pretty much what we have. And then we're going to go into League 1, and once we get into League 1, that's when the cool stuff begins to happen. That's when we become internationally renowned and whatnot. Now, right now we are in League 3, you know, I mean, we have won the past 2 leagues on first place, so we are probably known about by some people. We have like 40,000 fans. Probably attracted some attention, you know, since we won so dominantly the first 2 leagues. But yeah, it's not like too special. However, once we start getting in the first league, that's when things start getting crazy. Very happy that these guys don't have any desire to, like, you know, raise their salary or whatnot. They're still happy with their initial salary, so, you know, I'm completely fine with that. Seika, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to go on next day. So that will be like, what, the 7th match? So we have 7 more. Sports League 3 announcing a new league sponsor, Kakui Esports team. All team will receive 2,500 credits as bonus. Cool, free money. Can we buy the sponsorship manager? I don't really feel like doing it because it's like, it's not so much about paying for researching it, it's that, you know, his salary, that's what I'm concerned of, and they're fucking expensive. Like, the streaming manager costs, what, 2,500 a week? It's, you know, I mean, it's not the biggest salary I've seen, and it's not like too extreme, let's say, but for me, if I were to win 2,500 per month, not per week, then I'd be like licking those streams clean, basically. Alright, anyways, let's keep on doing this. Yeah, it's actually United we're playing against them, so we have managed to, like, make the halfway point. Man, they are really pushing up over here. Look at this. They just barely managed to keep it up with them. They won another round. See, they're actually united. I guess what they have done is that they have learned their tactics, our tactics from the last time we played, because they didn't seem to be that strong of a team when we entered the league. You know, there were stronger teams than them, but they probably learned, like, from their mistakes from the last few couple of times in which we completely whooped their ass. So now they know our strategy, and they put up quite a fight. You know, they are quite impressive. Almost 10 rounds won. It's kind of scary. And this is just like, yeah, there we go, 10 rounds won. And this is just like the League 3, you know, once we get into League 2 or whatnot, what are we going to do there? They're not really that strong, see, they're not really on the top places, but yeah, I guess this is the only explanation. They simply got used to our playstyle after beating them in the last season, and yeah, there's still the old news over here, so let's keep on going with the games. Superb power, should be pretty easy. Alright, let's keep on going. Our 1 round, pistol round, always important to be won. 5 versus 4 fight. Won the round, and now we are settled for victory. So I have to win like 6 more matches, I think, or 5 more except for this one in order to, like, finish the league. But once again, we're going to finish it pretty fast, and we're going to finish it on top places. So yeah, I'm definitely not in any concern whatsoever. I should have checked the clock before starting to record. But as I go, like, really fast through it, and I don't spend time, like, you know, negotiating for new players or fiddling up with tactics or anything like that, should be able to go through it very fast. Half time. Obviously, it also depends on how well my team wins, because if we keep going like 16-10, then it takes a while. Too bad they cannot skip this. I mean, it should be a possibility to do that, you know, you don't have to watch the entire game, you're just a manager. Just, you know, just make it like the football manager. I mean, there's many examples of games that apply the same things as here. So, what I'm trying to say is that these guys who made this game have a lot of places from which they can get inspiration towards making the game, you know. Football Manager is the first example that comes into mind, and that game is really, really well detailed. into these aspects. And obviously Skype is just gonna go crazy on me right now. Hopefully not too much, so that I don't have to like actually quit the game and like close it. You know, I really like that not to be a thing. King Falcons, come on. Come on, dudes, don't let King Falcons take you. What the fuck, guys? King Falcons! Alright, finally, Jesus. Okay, we're pulling back. Yeah, I think it's what happened. You lost a round and then the economy got butchered, so they started winning a few rounds as we saved money to like win again. But there you go. Maybe interesting if we change the tactic to like a forced buy tactic, if how it will go that way. But usually it's safer to like save, you know, just give up 1 or 2 rounds and then make sure you have proper standing to defeat them. Yeah, King Falcons putting up a fight better than most teams, I can say. They're pretty close to the level of the actual United. And look at this, Aurelit, the weakest player in the team, just pushing forward as the top fragger. Holy shit. Look at that, going over even Seika. Holy crap, like Aurelit is going to become like the biggest MVP of our games. Okay, you can get one more skill into AVP, you can get one more skill into utility, you can get over here, so now Takamura has maximum skill, Pindil as well, Darivian still has a few more to get, and Aurelit has a little bit more. He'll probably need to... he'll not go to maximum. I think by the time we get into League 1, he'll be to maximum skill, or pretty close that is. But either way, we now have 3 players who have like the maximum 99 overall skill, so there should be absolutely no problems just simply demolishing every team with maximum team morale and team synergy, with 3 players that have 99 overall score and 1 player who has 90. I just don't see how any team can stand a chance, and yet I keep being proved wrong. Alright, so I guess I'll just, you know, not talk too much about our odds of winning, because it seems that every time I talk about it I keep losing rounds, and just talk about, you know, I just definitely don't have any idea. I did say about the update, I did say about what has been implemented, I did say about what I would wish to see, or what new things could be added, you know, suggestions, all that. Ramble about random Counter-Strike facts. You know, I just don't know. What's also interesting, what I wanted to mention, is that it seems that the esports team are it seems that for the most part they are like unisex, or just one gender, or whatever you want to call them, you know. I mean, for regular sports this obviously makes sense, because a team you know, I don't mean to discriminate, but obviously like a team with full males, it's going to perform slightly better than a team that, you know, has many female players, maybe on you know. Obviously it's not always true, and obviously there are many females who can perform sports way better than male, but it's, we're talking here about average, and on average, you know, the males in this kind of physical sports, they have the advantage. But in esports, you know, it's kind of interesting, because in esports, you know, it's no longer the physical factor that there is a thing. It's simply about the concentration. Sure, you need to click buttons and move the mouse or whatnot, so it is a little bit of physical, but it's no longer like sheer effort. You know, you don't have to run, you don't have to like kick, you don't have to like carry stuff. You just have to like push some buttons, be focused, communicate, and yeah. So while the restrictions have been, you know, probably implemented in order to like conform with the regular sports, I really don't really see the point of them. You know, I believe that the esports team should be should have gender diversity. You know, obviously it's up to the manager if they want to recruit a female or not. It's obviously the recruitment should be made by the skill, and there shouldn't be like, I don't know, diversity quotas or anything weird like that employed. But you know, it's an interesting concept, and it's weird to think that the esports team are separated based on gender. But yeah, so I rambled about that as well. Probably made enemies with like 1,000 feminists and 1,000 liberals, even though, I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty open. I mean, everyone who has watched me on my channel for a long enough time and who has watched videos like, you know, democracy free will know that I'm a pretty liberal socialist guy, and I do believe in rights for all people. But, you know, when it comes to talk about that, you cannot really say anything without someone finding something wrong about your speech and pointing it out and like grabbing a huge troll and hate army and like demolishing you. I just don't really care too much. Luckily, I don't have that many followers or fans or whatever you want to call them, so even if I may happen to say something offensive from time to time, they just like, they don't really care. It's gonna be interesting once, you know, once I start grabbing some audience. I'd like not to change, you know. I feel very happy with who I am and what I do, and I wouldn't like to have, I would like to let YouTube go to my head, as some would say it. So hopefully that will not happen, you know. Okay, we have upgraded over here. You can go with one more communication. You can go with a little bit more communication. And you two guys are once again at the maximum. And once again, we have like basically empty skill points. Cannot do anything with. Okay, that was the 13th match. I think this match will be the last of the league. Have a new news. Alright, our salary is fine. Let's just go right on ahead and hire the next thing in line, since we keep on winning the money, and we are definitely going to win this. Oh, look at his thing standing over here. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't cost too much. That's okay. New sponsor deals, income opportunities, better gaming gear. Interesting. Esports coach. Oh, that's nice. And let me see, better gaming gear. Doesn't really seem to be so. Is there anything new at the tech that we can... Oh, there you go, sponsorship manager. So what do you do? Get official team jersey with sponsor logos, find partnership for sponsored energy drinks, find sponsorship to develop a mobile app. Let's do that for now. We have enough money, so I'm not really concerned. I would like to get more fans. So let's do that as well. We can go 1 week with slightly fewer money. We're also going to win the league, and you get a huge chunk of cash there as well. So I'm probably going to also be able to hire a esports coach. I'm glad it's not called a FOBA coach, you know. That would be the last like drip basically of the ball. I don't think that's how the expression goes. I know it's some fuck it, I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, we dominated League 3 once again, pretty much the same as the other leagues. I mean, we had like 2 or 3 matches which were relatively close-ish. Like they got like 10 or 11 rounds. But the thing is that we haven't lost any match, so you know, and we haven't lost any match, we haven't had any draws. I'm not sure if we can have draws over here. I would assume so, because it seems to be inspired from, you know, regular round-based FPS games, kind of like Counter-Strike. In Counter-Strike, yeah, technically you don't have draws at a certain point, like when you're in the tournament, because you definitely have to win. Etiviel from Actually United was the most outstanding player. Yamagota was the best tactician. We won once again the championship, giving us $25,000. Actually United qualified together with us on second place, 15,000, and Superpower 11,000. Very interesting that Actually United is actually Actually United. It's actually going up together with us, you know. It's gonna be really interesting. We are going to face them in the next league as well, and they seem to be getting better and better. So, yeah, I might seem a little bit concerned, but you know, what is over here staff? Oh, so yeah, this is what we have. So you can calculate how much we are paying. Yeah, the streaming manager costs quite a lot. Okay, so let's get the esports coach. I don't see any problem where we'll stay. Oh, over here. Right next to the pizza and the burgers. Alright, Michael Roy is an experienced esports veteran, also known as Miaton. Through practice, esports match analytics, increased stat gain, almost have maximum stats, so, you know, you're hired on the team, bro. What else? And now we have the esports TV staff. I'm glad that they have different names over here at the very least. So now, practice seems to be the same. Anything new on the tactics? Doesn't seem to be so, and the individual setup is not yet available, so I'm not sure. Anything else? New news? More fans? That's always great to hear. Manager, nothing over here. We didn't get any idea on like buying Seika. I don't understand why there are no new trophies over here. There should be like 2 more medals because we won like 2 more leagues, but apparently there's not. I don't really think these guys are working. From what I've seen, they seem to be like playing video games over here. Like the sponsorship manager seems to be like doing a document or whatnot, but these 2 guys, like the streaming manager and the freaking scout, they're just wasting time. So you know, I'm watching them. Anything new on? Yeah, there's nothing new on practice. I cannot click anything. Well, I don't know. I hope the FOBA coach works, and you know we're in a pretty good position. So technically, we shouldn't have any problem. We are going up into League 2, so yeah, we are close towards winning the big leagues. But until then, leave a like and a favorite, helps out a lot. So if we'll see you more, and I'll see you next time with whatever I'm going to make. Bye bye.